Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new on here, name is Philip. This is Phil Reacts. Today we are diving into an album that so many of you have been asking me to experience, the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. I've heard people call this one of the greatest rock concept albums ever made. A record that helped define an entire generation and changed the landscape of alternative rock forever. So my expectations are a bit high, sky high to be exact. I'm so excited to hear the storytelling, the emotions, the musicianship, and find out for myself why this album continues to resonate with fans nearly 2 decades later. So grab your headphones. As you can see, I have my headphones on. Turn the volume all the way up, and let's see if the Black Parade truly lives to its legendary reputation. Before we press play, what I'm looking at here, this album comes with 14 songs. The album runtime goes a little beyond 51 minutes, 57 seconds to be exact. Now, to put this out there, I'm looking at the track list, the only song that I have heard of this album is, what's the title? I'm looking for it. Welcome to the Black Parade. Yes, that is the only song I've heard. I reacted to it on my main channel, I think a year ago. So I'm super excited to actually check out the entire album. So if you're new on here, subscribe to the channel, like this video even before we press play, and I'll see you at the end. Let's go. The first song is titled In the End. Ooh, okay, let's go.
Now come on, come all to this tragic affair.
Yeah.
Wipe off that makeup, what's in is despair.
Okay.
So throw on the black dress, mix in with the lot. You might wake up and notice you're someone you're not. If you look in the mirror and don't like what you see, you can find out firsthand what it's like to be me. So gather round, piggies, and kiss this goodbye. I'd encourage your smiles, I'll expect you won't cry.
Already.
Another contusion, my funeral jag.
Okay.
Here's my resignation, I'll serve it in drag.
Whoa.
You've got front row seats to the penitence bar. When I grow up, I want to be
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is a concept album, so I mean the track runs into each other, but since we just finished listening to the first song, the title In the End, we might as well talk about it. Guys, I really have a lot to say about this one, but before I say anything, all I have to say is wow. I mean, right from the very first track, which is this one, I have to say this doesn't feel like an album. It actually feels like the opening scene of a movie. I love how the song doesn't waste any time. Instead of trying to be a standalone hit, it immediately sets the atmosphere, and I feel like lets you are about to experience something much bigger than a collection of songs. I mean, I love the fact that it's theatrical. I love the fact that it's dramatic and incredibly intentional. So based on a few facts that I pulled up, the lead vocalist, his name is Gerard Way. Yes, I mean, Gerard's vocal performance here is fascinating because I mean, to me, he doesn't sound like he's just singing. He sounds like, he's acting. Every single line to me carries a sense of urgency and a bit of vulnerability, almost like, someone, coming to terms with something, they can't escape. There's definitely a real emotional weight in his delivery that I mean, pulled me into the story before I even fully understood what was happening musically. I loved how the arrangement kept in the building. It starts with this eerie, almost delicate feeling before exploding into a distorted guitars and pounding drums, which I loved. I also feel like the production felt cinematic, almost like curtains opening on a Broadway rock opera. You can already hear the influence of classic rock bands that weren't afraid to be ambitious. Yeah. What really, 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 really impressed me after listening to this opener, is how confident it is. I mean, most albums start with something designed for radio, but My Chemical Romance, this band, they choose to set the tone instead. I mean, that's actually a bold move, and to me, it tells me they trusted listeners to take this journey with them. As an opening statement, I honestly think this is brilliant. It doesn't review everything, but it damn sure creates enough mystery that I have to keep listening. Definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. Yeah. So now to you guys, did this opening immediately pull you into the story, or did it take a few songs before everything clicked for you? Let me know down in the comment section. But for me, I loved it. Moving on to the second song. This one is titled Dead. Ooh. Yeah. What the hell? Whoa.
And if your heart stops beating,
Okay.
I'll be here wondering, did you get what you deserve? The ending of your life, and if you get to heaven, I'll be here waiting, baby. Did you get what you deserve? The ending of your life won't wait, then your heart can't take the sound. You heard the news that you're dead. No one ever had much nice to say. I think it ever liked you anyway. You take me from the hospital bed. Wasn't at the ground, it ain't exactly what you planned.
Yeah.
Wasn't at the grave if we were dead.
Whoa.
Tongue-tied and oh so squeamish. You
Okay.
never fell in love, did you?
Yeah.
What you deserve, the ending of your life, and if you get to heaven, I'll be here waiting, baby. You get what you deserve, the ending of your life won't wait, then your heart can't take it. You heard the news that you're dead. No one ever had much nice to say. I think it ever liked you anyway. You take me from the hospital bed. Wasn't at the ground to take a pistol by the hand, and wasn't at the grave if we were dead. And in my honest observation, during this operation, found a complication in your heart so loud. 'Cause now you maybe just 2 weeks to live.
Like this. Love the solo. Okay. Whoa, guys, now that is how you follow up an intro. I mean, the energy shift here is absolutely incredible. I mean, we go from a dark, theatrical, setup straight into this, explosive best of punk and hard rock, energy. To me, it almost catches you off guard, but I mean that in the best and the possible way. The first thing that stood out to me was the guitar work. The riffs are sharp, the riffs are energetic and incredibly catchy without losing that aggressive sort of edge. I mean, I love the fact that they are constantly pushing the song forward, and the rhythm section locks in perfectly behind them. Gerard, this man's vocals are outstanding here, I have to say. I mean, he moves effortlessly between sarcastic swagger and genuine emotional intensity. There is also a confidence in his performance that makes every moment feel believable, and he sells the dark humor without it ever feeling forced. Now, production wise, guys, I love that. I mean, this song is packed with detail. The layered guitars, the vocal harmonies, and the punchy drum mix create a wall of sound that's exciting but never muddy. Everything has its place, which to me makes repeated listens even more rewarding. I also appreciate how the band balances serious subject matter with an almost playful sort of musical approach. That contrast to me kept the song from feeling overwhelmingly dark, and gave it a unique sort of a personality. This is one of those songs that immediately grabs your attention, says you are in for the wild ride. Yeah, this is, I would give this like a hard 9.5 out of 10, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys want to think about this one down the comment section. Yeah, moving on to track 3. This one is titled This Is How I Disappear. Let's go. Whoa. Okay. I like it.
Unexplain the unforgivable. Drain all the blood and get the kids a
Yeah.
by street like this dark night, not seance down below.
Like this.
There's things that I have done you never should ever know. And without you is how I disappear and live my life alone forever now.
Yeah.
And without you is how I disappear
Okay.
and live my life alone forever now. Who walks among the famous living dead?
Okay.
Drowns all the boys and girls inside your bed. And if you could talk to me, tell me if it's so that all the good girls go to heaven. Well, heaven knows that without you is how I disappear and live my life alone forever.
now, now, guys, we are getting into some serious emotional territory. I mean, this song feels darker and more introspective than the previous track, and I really liked that change of pace. Instead of relying on pure energy, this song leans into atmosphere and emotions while still maintaining a powerful rock foundation. Gerard's vocal performance really shines here, I must say, guys. There's rawness in his voice that makes every phrase feel personal. I love the fact that he never sounds like he is overperforming. Instead, it feels like he is genuinely living through the emotions that he is expressing. The guitars absolutely deserve a lot of credit too. They shift between haunting melodies and heavier bursts of distortion, creating this constant tension that I think mirrors the emotional mood of the song. The transitions are smooth and nothing felt out of place. The rhythm section is another standout. The bass gave the song the depth, whilst the drums build momentum without overwhelming everything else. To me, it's a perfect example of every band member servicing the song instead of trying to steal the spotlight. One thing that I admire about My Chemical Romance is their willingness to embrace the vulnerability without sacrificing intensity. That's not easy to do at all, in my opinion, and I feel like this track is a great example of that balance. By this point in the album, I have to say that I'm completely invested. I mean, the story is becoming more compelling. The production continues to impress, and every single track feels like it has a purpose. I'll give this like a hard 9 out of 10. Guys, let me know down in the comment section, where would you rank this song? This is How I Disappear on your personal Black Parade list. Top 5, top 10. Let me know and why down in the comment section. Moving on, to track 4. I mean, 3 tracks in, and I'm already starting to understand why so many people call this one of the greatest rock albums of the 2000s. To me, every song feels connected. The production is incredible, and the storytelling is actually pulling me in more and more. I mean, if the rest of the album keeps this level of quality, we are definitely in for something really, really special. Yeah. Moving on to track 4. This one is titled The Sharpest Lives. Yeah, let's go.
Well, it rains and it pours when you're out on your own. If I crash on the couch, can I sleep in my clothes?
Okay.
I'm stamping and dancing, I'm drunk, I suppose. If it looks like I'm laughing, I'm really just asking to leave. This alone, you're in time for the show. You're the one that I need, I'm the one that you loathe. You can watch me corrode like a beast in repose.
Loving the harmonies in the background.
Poison away with the boys in the band.
Wow. Guys, I love this. Whoa.
There's a place in the dark where the animals go. You
I like this.
take off your skin in the cannibal glow. Juliet loves a beat and the lusty commands. Drop the dagger and lather the blood on your hands.
Let's go. I like it. Yeah. Now, I have to say, this is definitely the kind of song that reminds you why My Chemical Romance, became such a force, in rock music. I mean, right from the beginning of the song, there is this sense of urgency that never, lets up. The band, came charging out of the gate, with so much confidence, and I feel like the momentum, absolutely carries, all the way through. It feels dangerous. It feels unpredictable and completely alive. Gerard, it sounds way incredible here, I must say. I mean, his delivery has this theatrical swagger that's so impossible to ignore. I mean, I love the fact that he moves between smooth melodic phrases and explosive moments without ever losing the control, making every section feel purposeful. To me, it's one of those performances where charisma becomes just as important as emotional ability. The guitar work, guys, I loved it. The guitar work was absolutely fantastic. I mean, the riffs are gritty, they are aggressive and packed with so much attitude, and whilst the rhythm in the guitar fills out the sound beautifully. So Ray Toro and Frank Lero, hopefully I get that pronunciation right. I mean, I feel like they have always had great chemistry. You can hear that all over this track. Nothing felt overplayed, and I mean, it's all serving the emotions and energy of the song. What really stood out to me listening to this song, was how polished the production was. Even with everything happening, all at once, every single instrument has room to actually breathe. That's the that's a testament to both the band and the producer, who knew exactly how to make these songs sound huge without losing their raw edge. I have to say, this track injects another shot of adrenaline into the album, whilst continuing to build the emotional journey. I mean, guys, 4 songs in, and I still haven't hit a skip worthy track yet. Yes, I'd give this like a hard 9.5 out of 10. Where does this song rank for you? Is this one of the album's hidden gems? Please share your thoughts about this one down in the comment section. Now, guys, we're moving on to track 5. This one is titled Welcome to the Black Parade. This is actually the song that introduced me to My Chemical Romance, and I'm so happy to be back listening to it all over again. So let's just do that, and I'll share my thoughts about it at the end of the video. Let's go.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said,
loving the storytelling here.
You grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten and the damned? He said, will you defeat them, your demons and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade.
love this guy.
Sometimes I get the feeling she's watching over me, and other times I feel like I should go. And through it all, the rise and fall, the bodies in the streets, and when you're gone, we want you all to know we'll carry on, we'll carry on. And though we are said God, believe me, your memory will carry on, you'll carry on. And your heart can't contain it, the anthem won't explain it. A world that sends you reeling from
Okay.
decimated dreams. Your misery and hate will kill us all. So paint it black and take it back, and let's shout it loud and clear. Defiant to the end, we hear the call to carry on. We'll carry on. And though we are setting God, believe me, your memory will carry on. We'll carry on. And though we are broken and defeated, your weary widow marches. Now we carry through the fears. Disappointed faces of your peers.
Yeah.
Till we're done, you'll never make me, because the world will never take my
Yeah.
heart. Though we try, you'll never break me.
Every time, guys. Every single time. This song is
Or say I'm sorry, I'm unashamed. I'm gonna show my
Song
scars
really, really
to
is.
share. For all the broken, listen here, because it's who we are. Just a man, I'm not a hero. Just a boy.
Yeah.
Sing this song, just a man, I'm not a hero. Don't care, we'll carry on, we'll carry on. And though we are sad, God, believe me, your memory will carry on, you'll carry on. And though we are broken and defeated, your weary widow marches.
Yeah. Wow. Nice. Guys, this is like my fourth or fifth time, listening to this song. And I have to say that I completely understand why this song, became legendary. I mean, this isn't just, a hit single. To me, it's an experience. It feels like, multiple songs, woven together into one massive, cinematic journey. Every section has its own identity, yet, everything flows together naturally. I mean, Gerard, he delivers one of the defining vocal performances of his career, in my opinion. I mean, I love the fact that he balances vulnerability, power, and theatricality so effortlessly that you can't help but get pulled into every moment. There's also a reason people still sing every word at concerts years later. I mean, it connects emotionally in a way that's incredibly rare. I mean, the instrumentation is absolutely phenomenal. The iconic, piano, introduction, I loved it. Definitely created, an instant anticipation before the full band, crashes in with enormous guitars, pounding drums, and layered harmonies. It feels grand without ever becoming excessive. The production deserves endless, praise. I must say. I mean, the dynamics are incredible. The quieter moments, definitely allow you as a listener to breathe before the explosive sections hit even harder. That's what makes this song satisfying. I mean, it knows exactly when to actually hold back and when to go all in. This isn't just the centerpiece of the album, in my opinion. It's one of the defining rock songs of the 2000s. I mean, it's ambitious, it's emotional, and unforgettable. 10 plus, over 10. Yeah, let me know down in the comment section what you think about this song. I mean, where were you when you first heard, Welcome to Black Parade? I mean, I genuinely love to hear your story, because I mean, I know this song means a lot to so many people. Let me know down in the comment section. Moving on to track 6. This song is titled "I Don't Love You." All right, let's go. Wow. Okay.
Well, when you go, so never think I'll make you try to stay. And maybe when you get back, I'll be off to find another way.
Wow, guys, that was beautiful. That was really, really, really beautiful. After the massive scale of the previous song, I mean, slowing things down here, felt like exactly the right decision. It definitely gives the album room to to breathe whilst showing another side, of the band's songwriting. Jared's vocals, are incredibly restrained, and I feel like that's what makes them, as a band, so effective. Gerard's vocals, are incredibly restrained, and that is what makes them so effective. I love the fact that he doesn't oversing or force emotion. Instead, he allows the simplicity of this performance to carry the weight, making the song feel intimate and honest. The guitars are subtle but gorgeous, rather than relying on heavy distortion. They create a warm atmosphere that definitely supports the emotions, without distracting from it. Sometimes less really is more, and I feel like this song, proves that. I also appreciate the pacing, the arrangement, gradually builds, adding emotional intensity without, losing its, delicate, foundation. By the end of it all, everything felt earned rather than manufactured. This is one of those songs that definitely reminds you My Chemical Romance, weren't just a loud rock band. They knew how to write emotionally resonant ballads too. And I'll give this like a hard 9 out of 10. But question for you guys: do you think this is one of My Chemical Romance's best ballads, or do you have another favorite? Please drop that in the comment section. Moving on to track 7, House of Wolves. That's the title. Let's go. Yeah. Woo. Okay.
I know a thing about contrition because I got enough to spare.
Yeah.
And I'll be granting your permission cause you haven't got a prayer.
Okay.
Hey, hallelujah. I wanna come on, sing the praise. And let the spirit come on through ya. We got innocence for days. Well, I think I'm on a burning hell. Everybody burn and say what I wanna say. Tell me I'm an angel. Take this to my grave. Tell me I'm a bad man. Kick me like a stray. Tell me I'm an angel. Take this to my grave.
Yeah.
You play ring around the ambulance like you never gave a care. So get the choir boys around you, it's a compliment, I swear. And I said ashes to ashes, we all fall down. I wanna hear you sing the praise. I said ashes to ashes, we all fall down. We got innocence for days. Well, I think I'm on a burning hell. Everybody burn.
Okay.
And say what I wanna say. Tell me I'm an angel. Take this to my grave. Tell me I'm a bad man. Kick me like a
Wow.
Tell me I'm an angel. Take this to my grave. You better run like the devil cause they're never gonna leave you alone.
Okay.
Up in the alley cause they're never gonna find you a home. The blood runs down the walls. You see me creeping up these halls.
Yeah. Drums. Amazing. Yeah. Wow. Guys, we are definitely back into the chaos. I love how this album constantly shifts moods, without ever feeling disjointed. Right after one of its emotional moments, it launches into something energetic and theatrical. Again, this track is packed with attitude. The guitars are sharp, the drums are relentless, and the whole band sounds like they are having an absolute blast. There's an infectious energy here that's also impossible not to enjoy. I mean, Gerard absolutely owns this performance. I love his confidence, and I feel like his confidence is through the roof, and his personality shines through every single note. He sounds playful, he sounds intense and completely committed, all at once. The rhythm section absolutely deserves a special mention because I mean they are driving this song from beginning to end. Every groove felt tight, and the bass locks perfectly with the drums to actually create a powerful foundation. By this point, one thing has become crystal clear to me. This album never settles into one sound for too long. Every track definitely adds a different emotional color while still feeling connected to the overall story. I'd give it like a hard 9 out of 10. Yeah, let me know in the comment section, would you call House of Wolves, this song one of the most underrated songs on the album? Please share your thoughts about it at the end of the video. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Moving on to track 8, this one is titled Cancer. Yeah, let's go.
Turn away if you could get me a drink of water, 'cause my lips are chapped and faded. Call my Aunt Marie. Help her gather all my things and bury me in all my favorite colors. My sisters and my brothers still. I will not kiss you, 'cause the hardest part of this is leaving you.
Okay.
Now turn away, 'cause I'm awful just to see, 'cause all my hair's abandoned on my body, all my agony. Know that I will never marry, baby, I'm just soggy from the chemo, but counting down the days to go. It just ain't living, and I just hope you know that if you say goodbye today, I'd ask you to be true, 'cause the hardest part of this is leaving you.
Wow.
'Cause the hardest part of this is leaving you.
Okay, yeah, so that was the 8th song, Cancer. And after listening to this one, I'm not even gonna lie, this one really hit me hard. This is one of those songs where everything unnecessary has been stripped away, leaving nothing but raw emotions. I love the fact that it doesn't rely on huge instrumentation or explosive moments. Instead, it trusts the honesty of the performance, and that's exactly why it works so well. Gerard delivers one of the most vulnerable vocal performances on the entire album, in my opinion. There is quiet sincerity in his voice, and that immediately draws you in. I mean, making the song feel deeply personal without ever becoming melodramatic. The sparse arrangement is definitely a brilliant choice, in my opinion. Every piano note, every subtle instrumental layer, and every pause felt intentional. The silence between phrases definitely carries as much emotional weight as the music itself. What really really impressed me most is the restraint. Many bands would have turned this into a massive power ballad, but My Chemical Romance lets the emotions speak for itself. That decision definitely makes the impact even stronger. This is one of those rare songs that I feel like doesn't just ask you to listen, it asks you to feel. So, I mean, whether you've experienced loss personally or not, I mean, it's actually difficult, to come away, from this track without being moved. Yeah, that's just me and my opinion. But let me know what you guys also think about it. I mean, did this song hit you emotionally the first time you heard it, or does it affect you more every time you come back to it? Please share your thoughts about this one down in the comment section. Yes, moving on to track 9. This one is titled Mama. Let's go. All right. Ooh, this sounds good.
Mama, we all go to hell. Mama, we all go to hell. I'm writing this letter and wishing you well.
Yeah.
Mama, we all go to hell. Oh, well, now, Mama, we're all gonna die. Mama, we're all gonna die. Stop asking me questions. I'd hate to see you cry. Mama, we're all gonna die. And when we go, don't blame us. Yeah, we let the fire just bathe us. Yeah, you made us so famous. We'll never let you go. When you go to return to me, my love. Mama, we're all full of lies. Mama, we're meant for the flies. And right now they're building a coffin your size. Mama, we're all full of lies. Well, mother was the one to my legs and to my tongue. You should have raised a baby girl. I should have been a better son. If you could count on the infection, naked, amputated ones. You should have been. I could have been a better son. And when we go, no blame us. Yeah,
Wow, I like this. I really, really like this, guys.
So famous, we'll never let you go. She said you ain't no son of mine for what you done there. Get a fine, a place for you and just your mind, your manners when you go. When you go to return to me, my love.
Guys, what did I just witness? Whoa, guys. Did I just witness? This is probably one of the wildest songs, on the entire album. And I mean that as a compliment. It's theatrical, it's chaotic, and completely unpredictable. From start to finish. The production here is absolutely packed with detail. Every listen reveals another layer hiding somewhere in the mix. I mean, whether it's the vocal arrangements, the guitar textures, or the dramatic shifts in intensity, there's always something new grabbing your attention. I love the fact that Gerard fully embraces the theatrical side of his voice, and it works brilliantly in my opinion. I mean, I also love the fact that he doesn't just perform the song. He inhabits it. Every change in delivery definitely feels deliberate, and helps build the larger narrative. Musically, this might be one of the band's, boldest compositions, in my opinion. I mean, it definitely refuses to play things in the safe, constantly changing direction while somehow, holding together as one cohesive, piece. This is to me the type of song that divides listeners. I mean, some people I feel like will think it's the album's masterpiece, whilst others might find it a bit overwhelming. Personally, I love when artists takes risks like this. Yeah, I'd give this like a hard 9 out of 10, but that is just me. Let me know down in the comment section, is Mama the most ambitious song on the album? I'd really love to hear your take on this one. Moving on to track 10. This one is titled Sleep. Let's go. All right. We are still building up. Yeah.
Children and walk away, you savior, or a madman and polluted from gutter institutions. Don't you breathe on me, undeserving of your sympathy.
Okay.
'Cause there ain't no way that I'm sorry for what I did. When through it all, how could you cry?
Yeah.
Dreams, a drink for the horror that I'm in, for the good guys and the bad guys.
Wow.
For the monsters that I've been. 3 cheers for tyranny, unapologetic apathy. 'Cause there ain't no way that I'm coming back again. And through it all, how could you cry? So shut
Whoa.
Just say
Love this. Wow. Guys, this song, feels like you are trapped inside, someone else's nightmare. you know, the atmosphere here is incredible. Right from the beginning, to end, there is an uneasy tension that I feel like never, completely disappears. I mean, even during the quieter moments, you can still feel something building beneath the surface. Gerard's, performance is definitely outstanding. He captures fear, he captures frustration, and desperation. Without ever sounding forced. His voice to me becomes another instrument, helping shape the mood just as much as the guitars or drums. The guitar work, on this song deserves a standing ovation, guys. I love that. I mean, the melodies are haunting, and the heavier sections, hit with incredible force, because of how patiently the song builds, towards them. The production also, shines once again. Every effect and every transition and every dynamic shifts, definitely contributes to the emotional impact. I love the fact that nothing felt random or unnecessary. This is another reminder that the Black Parade isn't just a rock album. This is a carefully constructed emotional experience. Yes, I'd give this like a hard 8.5 out of 10. Yeah, but let me know down in the comment section, do you think Sleep deserves more recognition amongst the band's best songs? Let me know down in the comment section. Moving on to track 11. This one is titled Teenagers. Let's go.
They're gonna clean up your looks with all the lies in the books to make a citizen out of you. Because they sleep with a gun and keep an eye on you, son, so they can watch all the things you do. Because the drugs never work, they're gonna give you a smirk, cause they got methods of keeping you clean. They're gonna rip up your heads, your aspirations to shreds. Another cog in the murder machine. They said I'm teenagers scare the living shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone will bleed. So darken your clothes, I'll strike a violent pose. Maybe it'll lead you alone, but not me. The boys and girls in the clique, the awful names at the stick. You're never gonna fit in much, kid. But if you're troubled and hurt, what you got under your shirt will make them pay for the things that they did. They said, I'm teenagers scared the living shit out of me. They can care less as long as someone will bleed. So darken your clothes, I'll strike a violent as long as someone will bleed. So darken your clothes, I'll strike a violent pose. Maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me. All together now. Teenagers scared, the living shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone will bleed. So darken your clothes, I'll strike a violent pose. Maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me. Teenagers scared, the living shit out of me. They could care less as long as someone will bleed. So darken your clothes, I'll strike a violent pose. Maybe they'll leave you alone, but not me.
All right, guys. So that was the 11th song, Teenagers. Yes. I have to say now, that is a catchy rock song. I mean, this track immediately stands out, because of its swagger. Basically, the groove is infectious. The guitar riff definitely grabs you instantly, and the chorus is impossible, to sing along with. I really, really love how the band, changes the mood without losing the album's, identity. To me, it feels more straightforward than, some of the surrounding tracks, but it's still, unmistakably My Chemical Romance. Gerard, on this song, on this particular song, he sounds like he's having fun here. His vocal performance is confident. His vocal performance is energetic and full of personality, making the song incredibly entertaining, from beginning to end. The rhythm section is also very, very, it's fantastic. That's what I'm trying to say. The drums and the bass, lock together beautifully, creating a groove that, keeps your head nodding, the entire time. It's easy to understand why this became one of the album's, biggest singles. It's accessible, it's memorable, and packed with replay value, in my opinion. Yeah, give this like a hard 9.5 out of 10. That's just me. Let me know what you think about it. Is Teenagers your favorite single from the album, or does Welcome to Black Parade still take that spot? Let me know down in the comment section, guys. Moving on to track 12. This one is titled Disenchanted. Let's go. Okay, this is different. This is really different. I love it.
Well, I was there on the day they sold the cars for the Queen.
Okay.
And when the lights all went out, we watched our lives on the screen. I hate the ending myself, but it started with an alright scene. It was the roar of the crowd that gave me heartache to sing.
Wow.
It was a lie when they smiled and said you won't feel a thing. And as we ran from the cops, we laughed so hard it would sting. Yeah, yeah. Oh, if I'm so wrong, how can you listen all night long?
I like it.
Will it matter after I'm gone? Because you never learned a goddamn thing. It's just the same song with nothing to say about a lifelong wait for a hospital stay. Well, if you think that I'm wrong, this never meant
like it.
nothing to you.
Wow.
at all.
All right, guys. So this might be the album's most underrated emotional moments, in my opinion. There's a quiet beauty, to this song that really, 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 caught me off guard. Actually caught my attention. Instead of trying to overwhelm you, it gently invites you to reflect. Making it, one of the most intimate moments on the record. Jared's vocal delivery here is absolutely exceptional. He sounds thoughtful, he sounds sincere and emotionally present. Sometimes the strongest performances aren't the loudest ones. They are the ones that feel the most honest. The instrumentation is elegant. The guitars, the bass, and the drums all work together with remarkable restraint, allowing the emotional core, of the song to remain, front and center. By this stage of the album, it feels like everything is coming together. The emotional journey, has been intense, in my opinion, and this song definitely provides a moment of reflection before the finale. This is definitely the kind of song that grows on you, with every single listen. I give it like a hard 9.5 out of 10, but that's just me. Let me know down in the comment section. Is Disenchanted, one of the album's hidden gems, or hidden masterpieces? Please let me know down the comment section. Moving on to track 13. This one is titled Famous Last Words. Let's go.
No, I know that I can't make you stay, but where's your heart? But where's your heart? But where's your... And I know there's nothing I can say to change that part, to change that part, to change.
Yeah.
So many bright lights to cast a shadow, but can I speak? Well, is it hard understanding why men complete a life that's so demanding?
Wow. I like this.
So weak, a love that's so demanding. I can't speak. I am not afraid to keep on living. I am not afraid to walk this world alone. If you stay, I'll be forgiven. Nothing you can say can stop me going home.
Yeah.
Can you say my eyes are shining bright?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm out here on the other side of a jet black hotel mirror, and I'm so weak. Is it hard understanding why men complete a love that's so demanding? Why can't weak? I am not afraid to keep on living. I am see you lying next to me, with words I thought I'd never speak. Awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. 'Cause I see you lying next to me, with words I thought I'd never speak. Awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. 'Cause I see you lying next to me, with words I thought I'd never speak. Awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. 'Cause I see you lying next to me, with words I thought I'd never speak. Awake and unafraid.
Wow.
Asleep or dead.
Nice, nice. Yeah.
Nothing you can say can stop me going home.
Wow, guys, what a way, to actually close an album. This one, feels like the emotional, payoff, to everything that came before it. It's powerful, it's uplifting, and leaves you with a genuine sense of, hope after, such an intense journey. Gerard, vocally, he delivers one of his strongest vocal performances on the entire record, in my opinion. He sounds passionate, he sounds determined, and emotionally invested from beginning to end. The guitars, they sour, the rhythm section drives everything forward, and the production reaches its peak here. Every musical element feels larger than life, giving the finale the epic scale it actually deserves. What I really appreciated most is that the ending felt earned. After everything the album has explored, closing with this level of emotional release is incredibly satisfying. If I were experiencing this album for the first time, I'd probably sit in silence for a minute before pressing play on anything else. Yeah, I'd give this like a hard 10 out of 10. Let me know down in the comment section, guys. Would you have chosen a different closer, or is famous last words the perfect ending? Please share your thoughts about this one down the comment section. But yeah, I thought we were done, but obviously we have a hidden track, making it 14 tracks after this one, so we might as well listen to it, and I'll definitely share my thoughts about it at the end, and then I'll give my final yeah. So this one is titled Blood. This is a hidden track. Let's take a listen, guys. What's going on? I cannot hear anything. Is this the track? We are like 37 seconds in. This track is like 2 minutes and 53 seconds, but we're like 42 seconds and counting. And I cannot hear anything. Guys, is this how it's supposed to be? Let me know down in the comment section, because I'm feeling some type of way. Is it my headphones? Guys, it is actually playing. Finally.
Well, they encourage your complete cooperation.
I almost gave up, guys.
Send you roses when they think you need to smile. I can't control myself because I don't know how. When they love me for it, honestly, I'll be here for a while. So give them blood, gallons of the stuff.
Okay.
Give them all that they can drink, and it will never be enough. So give them blood. Grab a glass because there's going to be a flood. A celebrated man amongst the gurneys. They can fix me proper with a bit of luck. The doctors and the nurses, they adore me so, but it's really quite alarming, 'cause I'm such an awful fuck. I gave you blood, gallons of the stuff. I gave you all that you can drink, and it has never been enough. I gave you blood.
What? Guys.
I'm the kind of human wreckage that you love.
Guys, leave it to My Chemical Romance to actually finish one of the most emotionally intense albums ever, with a curveball. I wasn't expecting this at all, after such a grand, finale, ending with something so playful and, tongue-in-cheek. To me, feels like the band, winking at the audience before the curtain falls. I mean, it's definitely a reminder that, despite, all the heavy themes explored throughout the entire album, My Chemical Romance, they never, lost their sense of humor and, personality. I mean, hidden tracks were such a, fun part, of the CD era, back in the day. And this one, definitely feels like a reward, for listeners who stayed until the very end. I love the fact that it doesn't try to, outdo the emotional climax. It simply adds one, final memorable moment. This song Blood is absolutely quirky. To me, it perfectly fits the band's theatrical identity. I'd give it like a hard 8 out of 10. But yeah, let me know what you guys also think about it down the comment section. Guys, after listening to this entire album, My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade, I completely understand why so many people consider this album one of the greatest rock albums of the 21st century. I mean, this isn't just a collection of songs, in my opinion. It's definitely a complete experience, from the cinematic opening to the emotionally satisfying finale. Every single track felt like it has a purpose. The storytelling, the production, the performances, and the musicianship all come together to create something that still feels fresh and ambitious years after its release. I mean, Gerard, this guy, he delivered a career defining vocal performance, in my opinion, balancing theatricality with a genuine emotion. Ray Toro, Frank Lero, Mikey Way, and Bobby Breyer. Hopefully I'm getting that pronunciation right. I mean, each of the band members brought something essential to the album, proving this is a true band effort, rather than a showcase for one person. For me, the standout tracks are definitely Welcome to the Black Parade. I love Cancer. I love Mama. I definitely love Famous Last Words and Dead. Yes, but the beauty of this album is that every listener connects with different songs, and to me that's part of what makes it so special. Yes, I'd give this album a strong 10 out of 10. Yeah, but that is just me. Let me know what you guys also think about this one down in the comment section. Let me know if this band has other albums you guys would love for me to check out. If you enjoyed hanging with me for this reaction and review, do me a huge favor, hit that like button, subscribe, if you're new on here, and turn on those notifications, so you don't miss the next album journey. Now, once again, I really want to hear what you guys also have to say about this album. What's your favorite song of this album? Where would you rank it amongst the greatest rock albums ever made? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all, and I can't wait to see what you guys think. Until next time, take care, keep the music loud, and I'll definitely catch you in the next reaction. Peace out.